We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Look at my knees. We're ready to go. Look, we're ready to go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to here. What if I told you that there was a way to play a chord you've never played before just by seeing its name? Yeah, well, that is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that. And let me show you how. Okay, so we're going to go through 2 examples. Okay. And we're going to learn to play them by eye. So let's start with the C sus4 chord. Okay, it's on the screen right now, I think. You've never played this chord before, neither have I, let's suppose, okay? How do we play it without having to look at a graph of it? Well, the method that I like to use when applying chords, okay, is to imagine every chord, every single chord as the major chord, okay, of whatever the root of the root is. Yes, I'm really itchy. No matter what chord it is, whichever chord it is, okay? So in this case, okay, even though our goal is to play the C sus4 chord, all right, we're going to think of it only as a C major chord for now. And then we're gonna play that C major chord, okay? Take your guitar, take it. So let's play it right here. Yeah, on the 8th fret using the E-shaped chord, okay? Next thing we need to draw our attentions to is the chord type of the chord that we're trying to play, which is sus4. And so that's where the formula of chords come in. Okay, chord type formulas. So the sus4 chord formula, right, is a 1st degree, 4th, and 5th degree. And the major chord formula is a 1st degree, 3rd, and 5th degree, okay? And so our chord type chord that we're trying to play here is calling us to remove the 3rd degree from this major chord and replace it with the 4th. So let's do it. So then we'll go into the chord, the physical one, okay? We'll locate the 3rd degree in it, which is right there. We'll remove it, goodbye. And then we'll add the 4th degree, which is right down there. So, yeah, C sus4. Tell me something right now. How many of you are interested in going on a cruise? We can do a cruise. We could first do a lunch. And so there's a few things, okay, that I glossed over. I glossed over like some lip gloss. And we need to address them, okay? We need to address them. So there are a few prerequisites, okay, that you need in order to be able to do this and have this skill. One of which is having a good grasp of chord formulas, right? Because what a chord formula is, okay, is it gives you instructions on how to alter the major version of the chord. That's essentially what it is, right? So if you don't know how the chord formula is asking you to alter the major chord, then how are you going to do it? Tell me that. Riddle me that one. Okay. And so that's one. You do, okay, you need to put in some time in studying chord formulas. If you want to do this, you just have to. And the second thing is you need to know where the scale degrees are. Hello? In order to remove or add or alter the major chord, okay, you need to know where their scale degrees are in there. You gotta know where they are. And that is where the cage system comes into play, okay? Every chord is organized within the 5 caged major scale shapes. Yes, C, G, D, okay? And so, meaning this particular E-shaped major chord comes right out of the E-shaped major scale. Yeah, and so within that E-shaped major scale is where we find all of our scale degrees, right? So remember I said the 3rd degree is there? Well, that's because that's the 3rd degree in the major scale. Do you see it? I have a graph over there. Yeah, and so that's how you know where they are. How many of you are interested taking an excursion trip to the Bermuda Triangle? Anyone? Oh, and I forgot one too. I forgot another one. You also need to know the chord structures and how to read chord names. Yeah. So yeah. And I have a whole video about that, about how to see a chord name and break it down, and know what it's asking you to do. Yeah, I have a whole other video about that. And I'll link leaves down below. I'll link leaves. Yeah. I'm gonna rake some leaves and I'll link them some links. And so another thing, okay, we chose to play that C major turned C sus4 chord here, but it works anywhere, right? Suppose we played it up here. Yeah, that's our C major chord, right? Same thing is gonna work. We're gonna go into the C major chord, okay, find the 3rd degrees, which are in the open strings here, and right here. Right there, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're just not gonna play these ones. We're not gonna play them, okay? We're dropping those 3rd degrees. And we're gonna remove this 3rd degree, and play it a half step above, which is right there, so like that. And then we're just gonna play the middle strings. And And there you have your C sus4 chord. And again, remember, we didn't once look at a graph. We didn't look at a graph to play it. No, we just, no. Yeah. And so let's do another example, okay? So a bit of a more complicated one, all right? Let's do the E minor 7 flat 6 chord. Yeah, and so with this, okay, we have some options. We could either take the core chord, which you're gonna know about if you watch my other video about how to break down chord names, okay? Which is E minor 7, which would be right here. Yeah, okay. Or we could, of course, start with the E major chord and then turn it into an E minor 7, okay? So E minor 7, what's the chord from E minor? Yeah, it's a first degree, flat 3rd, 5th, and flat 7th. So we're gonna go into our E major chord here, okay? Locate the 3rd degrees, okay, which is right here. We got one right there. Flatten it. Okay, so great, we flattened the 3rd degree right there. And then we're gonna look in their structure here and look for a flattened 7th degree. Well, the 1st degree is here, okay, which means the 7th is here, which means the flat 7th is right there. So what we do, what we do? Well, all we do is we just lift this finger here. Yeah, so that this note here, there, is exposed. Yeah. Okay, so now cool. Now what's left? Flat 6. Okay, so we have to look into the structure of our chord here, find the 6th degree, and flatten it. And so where do we find our flat 6 degrees? Well, listen. Where are our 5th degrees? Let's back engineer, okay? Our 5th degrees are here and here. Yes. And since the 6th degree, okay, is a whole step above our 5th degree, our flattened 6ths are going to be half steps above our 5ths. Okay? I'm not showing you anything that I'm doing. Oh, goodness gracious. Here are our 5th degrees. Yes. Okay. 6 degrees, half step above. So flat 6 is right in the middle. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to our E minor 7 chord shape here, and we're just going to, remove this 5th and just play it a whole step above. So we have our flattened 6 now. Yeah, that's our E minor 7 flat 6 chord. And by the way, I just chose to use this flattened 6 as opposed to that one down there, just because it's easier to play. But you could have chose that one too, Yeah. And so, okay, here's the thing. I know this isn't a very one-stop shop. You watch the video and then you know how it's done type thing. And honestly, nothing in music is. But, I mean, that's how you do it. This is the basic method of visualization and implementation of how to apply chords just by seeing its name, And slowly, okay, you can start to chip away at all the music theoretical things that you need to know in order to be able to implement this sort of skill, And it certainly is worth learning, okay, because you don't need to memorize a bajillion different chord shapes. No, you don't need to memorize the chord shapes. No. Chord names are instructions is my point, okay? Once you learn how to read the instructions, you're not playing from memory, you're playing from understanding how chords are built. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. That's all to do. Don't forget, check out the links that I left below for the things I spoke about. I'm really itchy. Oh, let me show you how I learned all the chord formulas. Let me show you. I'm showing you. Hold on. I'm showing you. This right here. Look. This is my Guitar Study ebook. Yeah. Well, it's my real one. I do have an ebook called Guitar Study. We'll try. Okay, listen. Here's what I did. Look at this. Look, like we're in kindergarten. Once upon a time, there was a little man who worked at the apple farm. I'm not going to explain to you what this is. You're just seeing a bunch of friggin' words on the thing. So here, all chord formulas that I've rewritten a million times. We got some scales over there, scale formulas. Okay, and I just wrote them down literally 100 million bajillion times so that I would remember it. And it goes on forever till the end of time, okay? And so get yourself a little book and just rewrite chord formulas, rewrite scale formulas 100 billion bajillion times, and then it's gonna get stuck in your noggin. Yes, and if you want to know all those chord formulas, just head on over to guitarstudyebook.com, meganchurchmusic.com, and take a look at my Guitar Study ebook. There I have all the chord formulas. What every chord that's ever known. There's a bunch of chords in the world. This is a lot of them, And there you have the formulas. You could look at them and then take a little piece of paper, rewrite them 100 times. Yes. Yeah, that's all. And the whole book is a Guitar Study ebook. It is modeled, in fact, after my book here. It has a bunch of theory concepts all in visual examples. So, you could look into it and study from it. Yeah. Okay. And then we also got the 70s Beginner Guitar Guide. That is a beginner guitar guide. Everything you need to learn at the beginning of playing guitar is in the book. This here, okay, right there, is your foundational beginner guitar guide. It tells you what you should learn first. And then listen, we have a course. It's a Key Music Theory Walter course. It's a course where we go over the fundamentals of music, what major scales are, how we build major scales, how we build chords from those scales, and how we organize everything into keys. And while you're over there, go sign our petition to send pigeons to space. We're setting them up there as a protest against attacks on silly string. We won't stand for it any longer. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all that you do. Don't forget, you're great. I said it. I think you're great. I think you got, I like your freckles. I think I really like that little dish you make with the guacamole and Jell-O in the Jell-O mold. You know the one you made last Christmas? You put like guacamole in a Jell-O bowl mold, and then you served it. I liked it. Hello. Hi. Look at my vest. Look. It's got all trinkets on it. You got trinkets. Yeah, it's got trinkets here too. Yeah, you see trinkets. Don't forget to bring your flip-flops to the Bermuda Triangle. No. I'm going to do a list of all things we need to bring, like we're in kindergarten. And when you go to a field trip to go to the pumpkin patch, where you walk in and then all the workers are really rude to the children, but no one does anything about it. And then you go into the room where you have lunch. I'm gonna make a list like that. Bring a sleeping bag, 4 pairs of socks, 2 oven mitts, 4 turtle doves, 3 French hens. Look, here's a page that once held stickers. And they're gone now. I don't know where the stickers are. Okay, everyone, we're done. We're done here. Thanks for watching, thanks for all that you do. I will see you soon. Cheers.